Hey guys, it is Kyrae, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different than what I usually do. And today's video is going to be a do-it-yourself Decoden design. And I thought it would be so awesome to have a lunchbox with this design on it. So today I'm going to show you the creative process in which I create this lunchbox. Okay, so the things you are going to need is, of course, your lunchbox or whatever surface you're working on. Your charms, which I have all my current charms in that blue container, and all of the new things that I bought are packaged up. And in the front you will see I have my Nintendo 3DS already designed up. That is something that I created about 2 years ago, so I think it is definitely prime time to create something new. And I want to try and use up all of these old charms and some of these new ones. Okay, so I'm going to lay out all of the charms that I have for you guys so you can see what kind of variety we're working with. These are very tiny, so if you have babies around or toddlers, I would highly suggest keeping this out of reach because this is a choking hazard. And some of these charms look like sweets and candies and food, so I could see a young child mistaking it for candy and accidentally swallow it. These things are made out of resin and other like binding chemicals, so I would suggest keeping them away. So I'm going to show you all of the new charms I got. And they are absolutely adorable. The people that package these take so much care to make sure everything comes to you without any damage done to them. Look at how cute that is. It's so adorable, and you get a lot of stuff for your money, I think. So all of the old charms are laid out. These are all of the new charms. I'm giving you some close-up shots so you can see the detail of them. They're really simple, but they're so adorable, and especially when everything's put together, there's so much to look at that while you're eating your lunch, you could spend your whole lunch with your friends, like talking about it and noticing new things that maybe they didn't notice before when they first saw it. So those are all of the charms that I have, and when you buy stuff from them, they usually hand out like extra gifts as a thank you for shopping with them. So these are some of the things that I've gotten. And this is the silicone whipped cream we're going to need to put everything on, and it comes with tips. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do, gather your surface that you're going to be working on and all of the charms that you want to use. I think it's really important to lay out your design before you actually work with it, just to make sure that everything syncs together properly, because once it's set onto the whipped cream, you're not getting it back off. The whipped cream dries really quickly and it solidifies to a hard material after it dries. So as you can see, I have everything laid out exactly how I want it, and now the next step is to take everything off one by one, once again, so that you can start applying the whipped cream. This is what it looks like on a frontal view, so you can see exactly how it is laid out. I know I have it off to the side because I was working on the side. And here we go, pulling off all of the charms. I suggest just pulling them off next to your surface so that you can keep the layout almost identical. I'm going to tell you right now that it will not be exactly how you placed it originally. Something that I do wish I would have done when I did this, I wish I would have taken a photo of my layout before taking them off. That way I could make it more precise. As you can see, now me and my nerdy self, we're trying to figure out the whipped cream situation here. This stuff, okay, so normal silicone whipped creams are pretty awesome, but this particular brand that I bought, it was really watery at first, and then it got super thick and hard to work with. It was drying on the cake tip almost immediately, and I had such trouble trying to get this whipped cream out that I ended up getting frustrated with it and like smearing it, and it just got real ugly real fast. So if I were you, I would do a little research on your whipped cream and make sure that it has good reviews. I just bought this because it looked cute. It's not the brand I usually buy, but I know now not to buy it ever again. So usually what I do is I just put the whipped cream in rows up and down, but usually I'm doing this on a small surface. This is a pretty large surface, so I'm afraid that by the time I have the whole thing covered, the top half that I started out with is already going to be dry. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just add the charms as I go. And that decision wasn't a bad idea, but it wasn't the best idea, because some of the whipped cream ended up getting on some of the charms, and I had like spaces and sections that weren't filled properly. So if you decide to do this kind of thing, just take this advice and hopefully it goes smoother for you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and watch this, and I'll add some music to make it a little more exciting, and I'll get back in touch with you when everything is all done. this is the finished product, and I had a lot of fun making it. I ended up getting more charms on than I originally planned out for in my layout, but it turned out really well, and I think it looks super cute. When I took it to work, my friends thought it was awesome and they loved looking at it. So if this is something that interests you, I think it's a fun activity for adults and children, but just be careful that nobody swallows these because that would not be a good idea. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for another video soon. Bye!